Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Got the chatter.
I'm wearing a hat today. You know why? Because it's 2019 and this is the first video of 2019. Except when I'm recording it, it isn't. I don't know if I'm going to upload this in 2019. I plan to. But this is 2019. We're done with 2018. Every movie, all my entire 67 movies last year. By the way, if you want to see my entire ranking for every movie this year, go look in the link in the description. There's my Letterbox. You can go check out the reviews I post on there. I posted reviews for, I think, every movie through. I posted a lot, pretty much every movie I saw through November. I don't know exactly. I think I started posting reviews about the time I saw, like, let's see. I would say the first time I started posting reviews was when I saw The Meg. So from that time, all the way until today, every single movie I saw in 2018, I kind of reviewed. There were a couple I didn't, but most of them I did. So yeah. But now we're done with 2018. I mean, you can go check out that list, because it's actually pretty interesting to see how movies, my opinions on movies have changed this year. But I can't wait for 2019. I can't wait to restart this year. Of course, January is going to suck, except for one movie. But this is the most anticipated movies I got for 2019, because I'm freaking hyped for this year. This year has this is the first time in a year where I had two movies that were just like, I'm so excited for both. I put them into an order, but I'm not going to make this like a top 10 most anticipated. I've just picked 10 movies this year that I'm really excited for. I'm just going to go through them by release date. I've got to memorize the list so I don't have to look at a paper or another device. To know what the list is, I'll talk about each movie individually. There's not going to be any cool transitions between each things. I'm kind of doing this the same side I did my most disappointing movies, most surprising movies of the year. But here are 10 of my most anticipated movies of the year. Here we go. So I have a lot of movies I'm seeing in January. Currently, right now, there are 5 movies I'm seeing in January. That's a lot more than last year. Most of them I'm not that excited for. There are 2. One I think is going to be good. And then the other one I'm super hyped for. And that other one is Glass. Because what is this? This is what I want. This is epic. Okay, so I've never seen Unbreakable. I know a lot about Unbreakable, but I've seen Split, and I really liked Split. I thought Split was great. James McAvoy, pretty much. That movie would have been so amazing. Oh, it's not amazing, but I don't think it would have been as good if James McAvoy wasn't so good. But James McAvoy is just so good in that movie. He totally delivered everything he should in that movie. There are a couple awkward camera angles in that movie. But yeah. And I'm just so hyped for Glass. This just looks good. It just looks great. If this disappoints, that'll be like the biggest disappointment like ever. I mean, granted, if Endgame disappoints or Star Wars 9 disappoints, that's a different thing. But this movie better not disappoint, because Glass is like, it's just everything. It's just this cool idea. Like, it was so cool at the end of Split when that twist happened, and it's just like, now we get a movie off of that twist. We get to see Unbreakable and this movie that came out a couple years ago come back. We get an Unbreakable sequel finally, and we get a Split sequel, which I'm down for. And I haven't seen Unbreakable yet. I'm going to see it in the next couple days, as I'm recording this at least. But, yep. I can't wait for Glass. This movie is going to be great. It better be. It do not go Last Airbender, or The Happening, or After Earth. Or, I guess, wasn't Lady in the Water supposed to be bad? I don't know. Don't make this as bad as some of your other films, Shyamalan. Please. The next movie I've got, the next movie I got, of course, is a movie that I'm excited for because it's a sequel to a movie. Now that I don't love the trailers for this movie, but it's Lego Movie 2, the second part. The main reason why I'm excited for this movie is the Lego Movie in the title. I'm not expecting this movie to be a masterpiece. I don't think it's going to be nearly the quality of the original Lego Movie. The original Lego Movie is one of my favorite, like, comedies of all time. I just had such a good time watching it. I walked out of the theater in that movie, and I said, that might be the single-handed funniest movie I've ever seen. And ever since then, I've still declared it's a hilarious movie, even while we watch it today. I still love that movie. I don't know if it's back here. I think it is. Yeah, it's right here. Lego Movie's right here. Right there. So with the sequel, I'm super excited, right? The Lego Movie 2, that sounds cool. And I'm not going to be that sad if this movie disappoints, because the trailers to this movie, they're good. They're not great. They're cool, I guess. Like, I'm hoping this movie is going to be good, and I'm expecting it to be good. And I'm probably going to walk out and say, hey, it was funny. It was creative. The animation was great. It was good, but if it's I'm assuming it's going to be good. I don't really think there's that much. Like, I do not think it's going to be bad. If it is bad, how? But I guess Lego Ninjago movie wasn't so great. I'm like the one person who actually liked the Lego Ninjago movie. I thought it was good. I don't know why a lot of people don't like it. But I am pretty excited for Lego Movie because I like the Lego Movie franchise. And I can't wait for the Lego Movie second part because it's the Lego Movie the second part. I'm just excited for that. The more I see the trailer to the Hidden World, the more I'm just like, am I sure about this? Like, this is on the list because I loved the other two How to Train Your Dragon movies. Those two movies together are just pure masterpieces. Okay, so let's see. How to Train Your Dragon 1 is a kind of cliche, yet very fun, entertaining, well-animated, great movie. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is totally just an add-on, just adds on all this new stuff to the first. And it's just such a creative movie. I just love How to Train Your Dragon 2 to the bone and marrow. That movie is fantastic. Then I saw the trailer for this one and I was like, this kind of looks like a cash grab. It just kind of looks unoriginal to me. Like it could be great, and I'm hoping it's great, because the trailer to this movie is good. It's a good trailer, and I'm thinking, like, when you watch your trailer of this movie, and if you don't like the trailer, watch it, the next time you see it, watch it and just think, this is the end. Like, this is the final chapter to this trilogy. My main worry for this movie is actually the runtime's only an hour and a half, and it just doesn't seem that inventive to me. Whatever. I think the reason why I could have put Shazam on this video, I'm not going to, for the reason being that I think I have more promotion for Hidden Worlds than Shazam. Because Shazam has that one teaser trailer, and it's really worrying me that we haven't got a second trailer, because it's been 5 or 6 months since we've had our first trailer. Even Godzilla manned up and gave us a second trailer. Come on. Really? I'm hilariously hyped for Captain Marvel. Like, come on. The thing about Captain Marvel to me that's so cool is that it feels like something we haven't seen in the MCU, which is something we've been getting a lot recently. Let's see. I mean, you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp a million times, but you hadn't seen anything like Black Panther until it actually happened. Like, you didn't see anything that creative and inventive and that underrated at this point. Why am I now defending Black Panther? I was originally kind of the person that was like, it's great, but not the greatest MCU movie. Now I'm like, come on, guys, it's a great movie. Thor Ragnarok was totally awesome, just totally nothing we'd ever seen. What else did we get in 2017? We also had Spider-Man Homecoming, kind of different. We're going to talk about Homecoming later in this video. But Captain Marvel just looks awesome to me. It just looks cool. Both trailers, I really like both trailers. And I'm really hoping Jeremy Jahns' predictions are wrong, because I don't want the MCU to slip up in this movie. Because this movie's trailers are awesome. Ronan's in it, like, come on! Not Ronan from Endgame. No, I mean Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy in this movie. Like, does that not hype you alone? The only thing is we know he's not going to die because he's in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Just saying. But in all seriousness, I am an insane amount hyped for Captain Marvel. Just because I love the MCU. I just love... The MCU is just my favorite franchise. Like, it's just so cool. I mean, I would say Star Wars until now Solo kind of wrecks that for me. But yeah. I can't wait for Captain Marvel. It's Captain Marvel. Of course, the hype dies down with this movie. Then you realize what's the next movie on this video. But yeah. Like I said, I'm excited for Captain Marvel, but it kind of gets overshadowed when you realize that Avengers Endgame literally comes out like a little over a month later. This is it! This is everything the last 10 years of the MCU has been finally building up to. The climax, the end game. This is just a big thing. I've talked about this trailer a lot. I did the trailer review and reaction, which I've never done, but I decided to do it because I was like, I need to talk about that trailer more in depth. And I hope we get another trailer eventually. Let's get a Super Bowl TV spot. That'll be sick. If we just get that teaser trailer for it, that'll be awesome to me. Honestly, that's what I prefer. Give us, like, just a teaser trailer. That'd be cool. Granted, I'd like another trailer, but it's fine with me if we just get that. That's fine. But, man, this is the end game. Like, there's nothing that's not hype. There's nothing that's holding me back. This movie, the directors, the Russo brothers, that looks like a great thing. The end to Avengers Infinity War. Simply put, that is all I needed to be hyped for Endgame. all I needed was to be announced that this is a movie happening. Like Avengers 4, that's all I need. Just, hey, that's a movie happening. That's literally the only hype I needed for Avengers Endgame. And that title kind of bothered me at first, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that is a freaking awesome title. It's the Endgame. What else is there to say? I'm a Pokemon fan, I guess? Kind of. I have cards, I guess. Never played any games. I just have the cards, okay? That's all. I never watched the shows. And I'm familiar with a lot of the Pokemon, but I'm not, like, a big fan of it. But this looks good. Detective Pikachu is, like... I'm fine with a Pokemon movie, and the trailer to this movie really looks like what a Pokemon movie should be. Not take itself, like, too seriously. Like, I don't need an emotional gut punch at the end of a Pokemon movie. All I need is just to have fun and see some cool Pokemon. And the thing about this trailer is that the Pokemon look exactly like what Pokemon look like. Like, come on, like, they look exactly like the characters. And Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu. That sounded like a bad casting choice to me. A lot of people are like, it doesn't match. And I'm like, I love it. That's great. I think Ryan Reynolds is one of the best actors working in Hollywood. He's emotional and funny. Perfect. And I can't wait for Detective Pikachu, because that just looks like a good thing. And also, the main character in this movie, he was that stupid, annoying kid in Fallen Kingdom, but I'll give him a chance in this movie. Like, I'll give him a chance. Maybe he can be good. I'm expecting him to be good. So yeah, I'm excited for Detective Pikachu, but not like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's kind of like just like a mutual excitement to have some fun at the theater. Let's hope this movie's fun, at least. You know what else is fun? Kaiju and Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yes! Godzilla King of the Monsters. This is probably like my third most anticipated of the year. The last trailer was freaking great. Like, this looks so good. Like, this just looks so awesome. Like, come on. I'm hoping this movie doesn't overstuff itself. We see this before. So that's Batman vs. Superman, where the movie overstuffed itself, knowing that this is, like, the big intro into the cinematic universe. Granted, I think it should be Godzilla vs. Kong that I'm more worried about. But I'm not really focused on Godzilla vs. Kong when King of the Monsters is happening, because this movie, it just looks like awesomeness. Like, the CGI in this trailer and the visuals are freaking amazing. Like, they're fantastic. This is going to be probably one of my like, favorite visuals of the year. Fallen Kingdom is actually one of my favorite visuals of the year. While that is one of the worst movies of the year, easily. Kind of. It's close to being on the honorable mentions, but I think that this movie looks just so cool. And I love Legendary as a company, because you know who these guys are? They're the guys who made Pacific Rim and Godzilla and Kong Skull Island. So they're good at making big, fun blockbusters. Like, just big, fun movies with big monsters and whatnot. They didn't make Jurassic Worlds, which is a good movie, but that does technically roll over, meaning that they made Fallen Kingdom. And then they made Pacific Rim Uprising. So let's hope that this isn't a bad Let's hope this isn't a bad sequel. Like, maybe they can redeem themselves, because those two last movies I just mentioned really sucked. But let's hope they can redeem themselves with this movie, because this movie looks so awesome. And the thing about Uprising is that the trailers for Uprising and Fallen Kingdom weren't that great, but the trailers for this movie are freaking great, so... Like, guess, I mean, this is a possibility if this one disappoints. In fact, of all the movies on this list, I could see this one disappointing the most. Like, it just feels like the one that's just, like, it's most possible to disappoint. And if it does disappoint, I'll be like, I told you so back in the most anticipated of the year. But I'm still thinking it's gonna be awesome. I just want to see Godzilla punch King Ghidorah in the face, and then get Mothra to fight Rodan, and Rodan stand on top of a volcano. I think I already got that all in the trailer. So, yeah. I also want to see Rodan have missiles fired at him, and then he'll do this flip and knock out two jets to fire the missiles. We already got that in the trailer. This movie's probably going to be good. Next on this list, you better make the ending to Toy Story 3, like that perfect ending, not be meaningless, because Toy Story 4, the trailers of this movie literally showed me that we've already had 2 trailers, kind of. We had that trailer reaction thing, which I actually thought was better than the trailer. The trailer was fine, it just showed me nothing, and I didn't care about it at all. Like, it, showed me nothing. I mean, I did like Tom Hanks' voice in his old man voice. He kind of said, whatever. He sounds older in this movie than he did in Toy Story 3. But the trailer reaction was actually pretty friggin' funny, in my opinion. But I think I'm excited for this movie because the name Toy Story, the great cast that Toy Story has, and then, of course, it's Pixar. It's not like the premise. If I was told, you want another Toy Story movie, I'd probably say no. And it's not because I'm like, I hate Toy Story now. I just think that that is a perfect end. I think it's kind of like my relationship with a Creed 3, where it's like Creed 2 is the perfect ending to for Creed. Like, we don't need more Adonis Creed movies. And Creed 3, if it's here, be good, please. But I think that's the same relationship I have with Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4. It's like, I loved Toy Story 3 that's one of my favorite Pixar movies. And the ending for the movie's perfect. So you better prove that the ending to that movie isn't the ending to this. And Toy Story 4 better be good. If Toy Story 4 is the worst in the Toy Story franchise, mind blown. But it's one of the greatest trilogies of all time. So if that movie's bad, I'm going to be mad, but I don't think it's going to be bad. I just don't think it's going to be the best Toy Story movie. In fact, it's probably going to be the worst Toy Story movie. But I'm still excited because it's Toy Story. So, you know what else I love? Spider-Man! Again, I keep having to talk about how much I love Spider-Man. It's like, Spider-Man Far From Home. Where's my trailer? Where's my trailer? Don't worry, that's a finger gun. That was dark. Well, it's Spider-Man Homecoming sequel. If you guys don't know, I love Homecoming. I thought that was a great movie. And I loved I love Spider-Verse as well. I've talked about the movie a lot recently. You can go check out my top 10. You can go check out my review for that movie. You can check out the ranking of the Spider-Man movies. You can check out my 10 best of the year to see my opinion on Spider-Verse. You can also check out my spoiler review. I've talked about that movie a lot recently. But I'm gonna kind of focus off that because literally, months after we get an awesome Spider-Man movie, we're probably gonna get another one. Far From Home. I do have a problem with this movie being announced. I don't think this movie should be coming out in 2019. We should have booked it to 2020, where you could have Endgame, and because now we know he's gonna survive Endgame. If not, this is a prequel, which would feel really depressing and sad. Just whatever. But I'm very upset about them announcing this movie. Like, I'm just not happy about them announcing it. Or really, I mean, I guess I kind of have to announce it. It's coming out this year. But why is Sony doing it in 2019? Why is Sony doing it in 2019? Let's put it to 2020. I'm fine with that. Put it to 2021. I don't care. I want to have suspense in Endgame. Now I have lost any suspense because I know Peter's going to return. They might do something weird, and I'm not going to expect it, which is probably what's going to happen. But yeah, but it does actually seem Marvel's pretty mad at Sony for announcing the movie and putting it in 2019. So I don't think I'm going to be that surprised what happens to Peter in Endgame. But it's like, Far From Home looks awesome. From what I've seen, at least. I know we had a trailer that was premiering in Brazil, but not the United States. I'm sorry. I mean, why aren't we getting our trailer now? I mean, granted, it's like the hype for Endgame is still going on. The hype will die down soon. Maybe give us a Super Bowl trailer. I just thought of that right now. Do that. Fine with that. Granted, I guess the hype for Endgame will also be on the Super Bowl. But yeah, give me a Super Bowl trailer for Far From Home. And give me a trailer for the Super Bowl. Do what Solo did. It's fine with me. Solo had enough hype behind it to the point where it bombed hilariously. But I'm still hoping Far From Home's good. Because I like Spider-Man. And I think this movie's going to be good. I'm just a bit upset on its releasing. Of course, we're going to go from the beginning of the lie to the end of December. Because why not? Note this, the entire fall season of 2019 looks terrible. Like nothing in that slate I'm that excited for. I guess there's Frozen 2, but nah. Star Wars 9! Okay. And I know this, I'm recording this video a couple days early, so whether the trailer has released yesterday or today, I don't know. Maybe I'm releasing this as, like, I doubt the trailer's released at this point. And who knows, maybe it has. If it has released, then I've edited this clip. So if it hasn't released, you're watching the original clip. If it has released, you're watching the edited clip. But Avengers 9, why do I keep calling it that? Why? I think the problem with this movie for me is that The Last Jedi wasn't a good middle chapter. I thought it was a great movie. I just thought it was a bad middle chapter. Because it's like The Force Awakens is the perfect setup to an awesome trilogy. The Last Jedi kind of screwed that up, and I'm not excited for Star Wars 9. And I'm also sick of the hate. Like, it's making me not really want to be a Star Wars fan anymore if this is what people react to when they see a Star Wars movie happen. They have to yell at it and act like it didn't work entirely. People don't even yell at Transformers. That's some people's childhood. Why didn't people, like, trash Revenge of the Fallen and make Dark of the Moon bomb? Because they liked it or what? Like, I don't know. I'm just upset about that. I guess Star Wars is more connected to most people. But I think the thing that's really bothering me about Star Wars 9 is that people overanalyzed Star Wars The Last Jedi to the point where I know every single detail about the movie. And I don't want to. And I think someone said, Jeremy Jan said that he wished that these movies didn't come out. And he was like, I'd rather see the Return of the Jedi be the end of these movies. And I kind of disagree, because I'm fine with another series with new characters. To see the old ones die off, I like to see the end to these characters. And I think someone, I was watching a review of The Last Jedi, terrible review. What the heck? Whoever made this review, I'm not going to say them because it's rude to say that. But whoever they are, if you know what I'm talking about, you're a legitimate idiot. But in this review, and if you know the guy, sorry, but you probably don't. But in this review, he says that who asked to see the Star Wars characters from Return of the Jedi be all sad and mopey and depressed and boring. I asked for that. Okay, I didn't really ask for The Force Awakens either. But my point is that it's like, you kind of have to like, I'm fine with seeing the end of these characters. Like, it's fine with me. I wanted to see what happens after Return of the Jedi for years, and now that we got it, I'm happy, kind of. I just really, really wish that Last Jedi kind of hyped me more for this movie. Because the thing about the so-called Infinity War, that why Infinity War is a better movie than The Last Jedi, is because Infinity War is way better at hyping for the next movie, because the end of that movie is just depressing and sad, and you're like, how are they going to fix this? And The Last Jedi, it's like, what is there to fix? Like, what? What's the problem? What are we doing? And I think that there are some routes this movie could go. That's fine with me. The thing is that this movie can't be predictable for me because I have absolutely no clue what it's going to do. And I think this movie is going to be awesome. And I think it's going to be great to see the end to all these characters and see this be an epic ending and conclusion to this trilogy. But I just don't think I'm not like, can't wait for it excited, because I don't know anything about it. I've literally no clue what's going to happen in this movie at all. There are some routes they could take. They can make it begin right after The Last Jedi ends. But I think the route to be the best is to, like, go years after The Last Jedi ends and, like, start it there and then just kind of make it like this, the Resistance is a lot bigger now. And make it like an epic ending. Like, just make it the most awesome Star Wars ending ever, and you've done your bidding. I've talked about this thing for 5 minutes, but it's Star Wars 9, which is my second most anticipated of the year. I'll give you my 5. I'll give the ranking of the 5 most anticipated of the year, assuming I can really look at that and find out what it is. Number 5 is Captain Marvel. Number 4 is Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 3 is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Number 2 is Star Wars 9. And number 1 is Avengers Endgame. That is most anticipated for this next year. We got a bunch of reviews for January. I'm kind of going to list them. I don't exactly know everything I'm going to see this January. All I do know is I'm going to catch Glass and Replicas, and there are a couple other movies that I'm just going to review maybe. Just kind of feel like maybe I'll review them. Maybe I just won't feel like reviewing them. But it's like, though, the Replicas and Glass are the only 2 movies this month that I'm like, I want to review really bad. Then the rest of them are like, the trailer sucked. So I'm like, maybe they'll be good. They probably won't. What are your guys' most anticipated movies of the new year? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Why did I do that? Well, we need a new outro for the new year. How about this? Till next time. Don't get eaten by a shark. You can go ahead and dislike the video for that.